Crazies. Yes, y'all are in the lab. Lee here, and you see that title too as well. We are doing a Mandela Effect Year in Review. Yes, the Mandela Effect Year in Review. I took the top 10 videos of this channel. I took one Mandela Effect from each one of those videos and put it in a compilation for you right here today to do a nice little Mandela Effect Year in Review. Since it is the end of the year, I always get this nice little wonderful year in review from YouTube, from this channel, of how big this channel has grown since the beginning of this year. With y'all's contributions of this family, as you see, this channel has grown from 1 sub to 1,962 members today as we do this video, and it is just going to continue to grow, which is amazing, phenomenal. Who would ever thought? As well as the comments, the likes, everything, the shares, man. You, the viewers, you, the fans, you, my family or community, your channel, this is what it is, have done that. So congratulations to y'all, each and every one of you, for the contributions, the support, not just you've showed me, but you showed yourselves on this channel too as well. Like I said before, I did go down top 10 of my videos, take one Mandela Effect from each one of those videos, put it in a compilation for you to sit back and to enjoy. Also remember that some of these Mandela Effects you will see might not be new to anybody, but they will be new to somebody else, so please respect that, because somebody is waking up in this world and just starting to notice these things. If that's said with that, y'all remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, let's mess with this algorithm, and well, leave me some comments down below about which Mandela Effects blew your mind this year and which ones we need to jump down for next year. So with that said, y'all sit back, enjoy the top 10 Mandela Effects from the top 10 videos of the year on this channel. Enjoy.
Okay, you can stop here. There's no way that microwave costs more than $300. Stop here. Don't listen to that fat tourist. She doesn't know how much a microwave costs. Stop!
Game show Price is Right, and the wonderful host, Mr. Bob Barker himself. Yes, Bob Barker. Now, in my reality, in many realities, we remember Bob Barker dying in 2017 at the age of 94 after he had fell and slipped and hit his head on the ground and into the hospital, and he died. That is how I remember it. I remember Bob Barker dying back in the day, and many people do too as well. But the Mandela effect in this is that he has never died. He didn't die. He is still alive to this day. He is 98 years old, being rolled around watching television and Price is Right. This is oddly crazy because many of us remember Bob Barker dying in 2017 because it was all over the news about him passing away. But what do you remember of Bob Barker? Do you remember him staying alive, being alive, him never being in the hospital, never even having a death? Or do you remember it like millions and many of us remember watching this on television, on the news, of Bob Barker dying in 2017 at the age of 90?
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious shit.
Back to 1955 to the Enchantment Under the Sea dance and that classic scene with George McFly and Biff, when George McFly walks up to the car where Biff done threw out Marty McFly and he's got his mother technically right there, and that iconic say, "Hey you, get your damn hands off her." Well, what if I told you he never said, "Get your damn hands off her"? Listen.
Hey you, get your damn hands off.
Oh, I think you got the wrong car, McFly.
Hey you, get your damn hands off. Oh.
Hey you get your damn hands off. Wow. Wow, where is the her at? I listened to this 1,000 times and he does not say her in that thing. You could hear her and then like he mumbles, but I always remember George McFly saying, "Hey you get your damn hands off her." And if you don't believe me, look at this.
Get your damn hands off her, Biff.
Hey you, get your damn hands off her. Hey you, get your damn hands off.
Actors, even the scene when they're planning it, he even says, "Get your hands off her." But what do you remember? Do you remember the way it has always been in my reality, in your reality, in millions of realities? Get your damn hands off her. Or do you remember it the way it is now? Get your damn hands off. new Mandela Effect for me. I noticed this one the other day as I was watching it through my trip, and the scene where he walks into the president's office, who is played by my man Kevin James, and you see it and he's talking about, and he shows the computer about how Gallica has came down and kind of destroyed Guam. And in that scene, I remember Adam Sandler looking at that and saying, man, what kind of mushrooms did that guy put on our pizza? Well, he's never said that. Listen.
Where do you know that from? Can you freeze it?
Yeah, hold on.
Go in tighter. That can't be real.
Okay, so you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing.
What kind of mushrooms did that guy put on our burger?
What kind of mushrooms did that guy put on our burger? Now, and me as a psychonut, as a psychedelic person who has consumed mushrooms many a times, I wouldn't put mushrooms on a burger. It would put mushrooms on a pizza. It's also a pizza joke within that, if you don't know that whole conspiracy theory. But I always remember Adam Sandler saying, what kind of mushrooms did they put on our pizza? And him saying, what kind of mushrooms did they put on our burger, just doesn't make sense to me. It boggles my mind, because if I'm eating mushrooms and I'm going to enjoy on some magic mushrooms, I am not going to put it on a burger. I'd rather put it on a pizza. And that's just would be me, and most people would rather put mushrooms on a pizza. But what do you remember? Do you always remember it the way I remember it? What kind of mushrooms did that guy put on our pizza? Or do you remember it the way it is now and always has been? What did that guy put on? What kind of mushrooms did that guy put on our burger?
The thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking.
Why I'm talking about Chick-fil-A is because it has been in my comments in the last couple of days nonstop. I'm not the only one who does Mandela Effects. It has also been in theirs too nonstop. Like, people are starting to see what this is. But as I throw this picture up of Chick-fil-A here for you, which one do you remember is the right one? Do you remember it always having the K at the end? If you do, well, you're correctly right. It has always been that in this reality. It has always had the K. Chick has always been spelt out with the K in Chick-fil-A. But in my reality, and millions of realities, we remember Chick-fil-A without the K. That is correct, without the K. That is how I remember it. And if you want to come at me and the ones that do remember it without the K, here's a couple pictures from the television shows saying without the K. Here's a sticker from Chick-fil-A without the K. You're telling me that we are losing our minds because it has always been with a K and without a K? You gotta be kidding me. I remember no K, that's how I remember it. But how did you remember it? Do you always remember Chick-fil-A being with the K in Chick? Or do you remember it like I remember it and millions remember it without the K in Chick? It's an oldie but goodie, but The Field of Dreams, yes, the great Kevin Costner movie of The Field of Dreams, yes, the nice baseball field and the cornfields and that iconic saying that we all remember.
If you build it, he will come. If you build it, he will come.
What did they just say? If you build it, he will come? If you build it, he will come? That's not how I remembered it. I remember if you build it, they will come. Yes, if you build it, they will come. That is what I remember. I'm not the only one that remembers it too as well. Check it out.
Last film tonight is Field of Dreams 2 with Kevin Costner.
If you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. Build it, they will come.
What you mean if you build it, they gonna come? Who are these people that gonna come to a fucking cornfield? You know? Who gonna cut the grass?
It took 30 years. And now they are here.
Even the presentation of the White Sox and the Yankees during the Field of Dreams game, Fox Sports even said, if you build it, they will come. Even in that whole preface, you saw it right there. But what do you remember? Do you remember if you build it, they will come? Or do you always remember the way it is now? If you build it, he will come. Let me know down in the comments down below.
Senator Martin, Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Dr. Lecter?
Hannibal. Yes, Hannibal, Hannibal, Hannibal. And the famous line in Hannibal, or Silence of the Lamb, excuse me, hello, Clarice. Yes, we remember this line. This line is a famous line in the movie. It is when Hannibal Lecter meets Clarice in the ward and they get to talking. And, well, he...
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starr.
Good morning. He doesn't even say Clarice. He just says good morning. It's like, what? And I'm thinking, man, we've said this. We've rehearsed this. We've redone this song, this line in this movie forever. And it's hello, Clarice. And it boggles me. And I had to look this up. I had to go a little bit deeper in this. And this is what I found.
Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again.
It's never gonna heal. I'm a monster.
You are not a monster.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
You killed your sister, Joe. You tried to
Ta-ta-ta. Brian.
Yes. Hello, Clarice.
Spots because you make your brushes too juicy.
Hello, Clarice.
Oh,
Hello, Clarice.
Who's Clarice?
A man like that to play him very sane, to play him really normal, and then let the audience do the work. So hello, Clarice. It's not real FBI.
It is all over the place. I looked it up, you saw it, you see it there. We have said this line over and over and over again in our just history. Hello, Clarice. But what do you remember? Do you remember that? Do you remember Hannibal Lecter greeting Clarice with hello, Clarice? Or do you remember it the way it is now, just saying good morning?
All right, well, who'd like some appetizers?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Hey, these buns look good.
We are going to Scary Movie 2. Yes, before we did Scary Movie 1 with Smokey and the freaking white people, dead people scene, and we all know that one. You can go back and check that video out. But I am talking about number 2 and that infinite scene. Take my strong hand. Listen.
Help! Help!
Here. Oh, take my hand.
Ah!
Come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No, give me your other hand.
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No! Get it away from me!
Take it. Take my hand.
Take my little hand. Little hand. In my reality, in millions realities, it was always take my strong hand. That was an inside joke we all had with friends. You probably had with friends. Your friends probably had with friends. Let alone Google even made memes of this. I'm talking about take my strong hand. And if you think I'm crazy, if you think we're crazy about this and it's always been take my little hand, well, look at Marlon Wayne's Facebook page. He posted this video, and at the bottom he even puts take my strong hand. But what do you remember? Is it always to you been take my little hand, or like it has been for me and millions and even Marlon Wayne's, take my strong hand? Oh, you heard it. It is going to be the great classic James Cagney and that famous line, you dirty rat, you shot my brother. That's, yes, you dirty rat. Well, in this reality, Cagney never said, you dirty rat. In none of the gangster movies you've ever seen with him in it, he has never said, "You dirty rat." The closest he's got to it, well, listen.
Come out and take it, you dirty yellow-bellied rat, or I'll give it to you through the door.
You dirty yellow-bellied rat. That is exactly what you heard. You dirty yellow-bellied rat. That is crazy to me. You can look it up. It even says James Cagney never, ever said "you dirty rat" in any of the 30-something movies he filmed in. But if he never said that, then why do we have this?
You dirty rat. Snitch. Stool fit.
Oh, this is totally cool. Okay.
Not Cagney.
You dirty rat. You killed my brother. You dirty rat. Woohoo!
I always enjoyed the Turtles, the original Turtles. I love it. You dirty rat. You killed my brother. Ooh. I love it. I love it. I love the evidence of that, the residual evidence. Why would we see saying "you dirty rat" if he never ever said "you dirty rat"? But how do you remember this one? Do you remember James Cagney always saying "you dirty rat"? Or do you always remember him never, ever, ever saying "you dirty rat"?
Hey, so Adrian, we're gonna go over to Russia. I'm gonna train and I'm gonna beat this Russian's ass. Yes, we're talking about Rocky IV. That was my Rocky impersonation, as you didn't know. Rocky IV, one of the greatest movies. Rockies were just great movies anyway. This one was just awesome, and it had that wonderful, awesome theme song of training. Hearts on fire, so desire. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I got the whole damn thing in my head. I'm running up the mountain as I speak. But we're talking about the Mandela Effect in this one. We're talking about Rocky and Drago. They meet in the ring. They're staring face to face. The referee's giving the instructions. They say tap hands and go. And Drago says, "I will break you." Didn't he?
I must break you.
I must break you. You heard that right. I must break you. Now, in my reality, many other realities, and Rockies around the world, we remember Drago saying, "I will break you. I will break you." I must break you does sound pretty tight, like, oh, he's about to break his ass, but that wasn't what he said in my reality. He always said, "I will break you." And that's how I remember it. That's how I always will remember. I love this movie. I love this movie. And it blows my mind now that he says, "I must break you." And I was looking for evidence. I was looking at t-shirts and all this other stuff on there. And it just said, "I must break you." And it blows my mind. But how do you remember that scene, that intimate fight of Rocky, Drago? Do you remember "I will break you"? Or do you remember the way it is now? I didn't want to break you.
And don't leave no streaks. Hey.
Oh, that great American treat known around the world. Yes, we are talking about McDonald's. McDonald's itself. And, well, how do you pronounce McDonald's or spell McDonald's? You know, most people remember McDonald's kind of like I do, being spelled McDonald's. M-A-C. McDonald's. 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 Just like the Big Mac, right? But, you know, apparently now it's never been called McDonald's. It's McDonald's. And it just boggles me, the MC on Donald's. It just blows me away. With that, you named your signature burger after you, the Big Mac. So wouldn't it be McDonald's too? I know I'm stretching. Some people might think that too as well. But here's a little thing from good old Coming to America. Listen.
See, they're McDonald's. I'm McDowell's. Huh? See, they're McDonald's. I'm McDowell's.
Huh? They call themselves McDonald's. We call ourselves McDowell's. McDonald's. McDowell's. McDonald's.
McDowell's. It's crazy to me. It blows my mind because that was a throw phrase of that whole thing about McDonald's and McDowell's because they were trying to steal everything else on there. But that's how I remember it. I always remember it being McDonald's, M-A-C, McDonald's. That's just like the Big Mac, you know. But how do you remember this? Do you always remembered McDonald's being the way it is currently now, just being MC? Or are you like me and many others remembering McDonald's being McDonald's, M-A-C?
Oh, man. 10 Mandela Effects from the top 10 videos of this channel there for you. It is amazing to see the growth of this channel, but yet amazing to see the growth and the transformation from myself, from where I was to where I am now, from how I presented things and how I present things now to you. Kind of the show has changed in a way into a more delightful way. I don't know how to put it. That's how I felt about it. That's how I feel about it. I want people to also understand that none of these videos are scripted. I don't have a script to read off of. I don't make one to do that. I do these videos right here. These videos is freestyled in my mind. It's off my memory. It's from my heart and my soul. And I think that's kind of somewhat makes me a little bit different in the mix of this because I'm not a scripter, man. I don't script. I want to be freestyle. I want to do it right. I want to show you the true me. And that's what I've done this year. This year I have taken out the part of the conceitedness, wanting to be the best YouTuber in the world, to giving you and presenting something that you can entertain but at the same time enjoy. And God, I enjoy it too as well. Now, with this all said, this year has come to an end. This has been a wonderful year, phenomenal year for all of us. The ups and downs, not even just I went through, but the ups and downs that possibly you went through too in your life. Remember in life that life does throw you freaking curveballs sometimes. Sometimes you got to hit a foul ball to get them back into fair play. But remember that no matter what gets to you, you can always find the light through it. It's just a test. I love each and every one of you. I thank each and every one of you for the love and support you've shown this channel this year. I look forward to the next years and years we're going to do it, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I look forward to next year and to what we are going to accomplish on this channel as a community, as a family, together as one. Like I always say, man, I love you dearly. Y'all stay safe for the rest of this year. Going into the New Year's, y'all be blessed, as well as y'all remember to keep your mind open because you know those eyes will see every single thing in front of them. Y'all stay crazy.
I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.